Hey guys, this is Sarah, and today is Wednesday, December 31st, which means it's New Year's Eve, but also means that it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. Today's Top 5 Wednesday topic is Top 5 Books that you read this year. And because I have a Top 14 Books of 2014 video, I decided that for this video I didn't want to repeat myself over and over. So the books that I've chosen for this list are books that I gave 5 stars that I read this year. That's not necessarily my top 5 favorite books, but books that I enjoyed, and if it wasn't for those other 14 books on my other video, they would have been high on my list of favorites. Without further ado, let's get started. In spot number 5 is A Fractured Light by Jocelyn Davis. This is the second book in her A Beautiful Dark trilogy. I started this trilogy in December. I've been marathoning it, and although I enjoyed the first book, this second book I absolutely loved. The stakes are higher, there's more suspense, there's more mystery, and the character development in the main character in this book is astounding. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this series, but I'm really enjoying it, so I'm really excited to finish the third book, which I'm currently reading right now. In spot number 4 is Until the End by Abby Glines. This is the last book in her Seabreeze series, and I absolutely adored it. This book is about one of the oldest, most known main characters in this series, Trish and Rock, who we've seen in all the other books but never heard their story. In this book, we finally get to hear how they got together and their lives, and as a bonus, we also get small little epilogues about all the other couples that we fell in love with in this series. I definitely enjoyed this series, and I'm going to be looking more into Abby Glines and her other series because of that. In spot number 3 is Don't Die, Dragonfly by Linda Joyce Singleton. This is the first book in her The Seer series, which I read in September or October. I read in September. I read the whole series in September. I own this book, and I read it a really long time ago, but I reread it to finish out the series, and I loved it. I still really like this whole series. I'm so glad I read it. The books are really small, really short, really quick reads, are enjoyable overall, and I'm so excited because there's one book in a spin-off series that I'm not sure if it's going to continue or not that I want to read, and I beg and plead to the universe that it keeps going because I really liked this character. In spot number 2 is One Small Thing by Piper Vaughn. I read this, I think, before I started my booktube channel in like July or August. This is an adult LGBT contemporary romance novel about this young gay man who finds out after a one time with a woman he ends up with a daughter, and she gets left in his care. And he meets this other young man who is very peculiar, and through life in different situations, they get to know each other and fall in love. I thought that was so cute. I really enjoyed it. There was a sequel which makes this a duology, but I definitely enjoyed this first book more than the second. And in spot number 5, I've talked about this book so much in my Top 5 Wednesday videos, but I could not resist to mention it again, and it's The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong. This is the first book in the Darkest Powers trilogy. It's a paranormal young adult fantasy about various teenagers who find themselves in what's supposed to be a group home, but it is an actual sort of like containment place to keep them away from people and to control them. The main character is named Chloe, who is a necromancer, which means she sees dead people and can bring them back into their bodies, creating zombies. So yeah, I absolutely adore this book and the trilogy, as well as the companion series, although this first series I enjoy much more. If you have not read it, please go check out this author and this book. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know your favorite books of this year. Hopefully you can tell me and I'll find more books to read. I am so excited to have an actual entire year of reading because this year I only started actually putting reading as a priority in April, which meant I spent a whole 3 months with no reading and a whole year before that. So I'm so excited to kick off 2017 with a whole reading year. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!